Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. I'm Iggy, and you're tuned in to the Investing Iguana. If you're new here, I cover everything from stocks and finance to CPF, strategies, and ways to grow your wealth in Singapore. The Investing Iguana was ranked 8th in the 2024 Influential Tigers by Tiger Brokers. And as of May 2025, we've hit over 950,000 reads and 57,000 likes. I've produced more than 800 videos and clocked over 380,000 watch hours. On this channel, I also break down regional and global economic trends, so you're always a step ahead. Today, we're diving into a stock that's been called a small cap jewel for 2025, Aspial Lifestyle. But here's the twist. While everyone's buzzing about Aspial Lifestyle, I want to show you why its parent, Aspial Corporation, could actually be the more attractive investment. We'll break down the analyst ratings, business models, and the numbers, and I'll share my own take on which stock could be the smarter buy for Singaporean investors. And if you're hungry for even deeper insights, like sector-wide trends, CPF and SRS strategies, and exclusive stock screens, stick around, because our premium members get all that and more. Let's start with Aspial Lifestyle. This company runs Maxi Cash pawn shops and jewelry brands like Li Hua and Gold Heart. Maxi Cash is a familiar name in Singapore, and their pawn business thrives on high interest margins, especially when gold prices are strong. Here's the clever bit. When borrowers can't repay their loans, Maxi Cash acquires the gold at a discount, then melts it down and turns it into new trendy jewelry. In a market where gold is seen as a safe haven, especially with all the geopolitical uncertainty lately, this strategy is pure genius. Aspial Lifestyle's market cap has grown over 20% in the past year, now sitting at about 20 million Singapore dollars. Their revenue for 2023 was up 48%, and net profit grew by 20% to 19.2 million. They're not just sitting still either. They've expanded into Malaysia with drive-through pawn shops and even acquired a German jeweler, Nising. The pawnbroking segment is now their second largest revenue contributor, right after jewelry. But let's zoom out. Aspial Lifestyle is hot, yes, but what about Aspial Corporation, the parent company? Here's where things get interesting. Aspial Corporation owns about 71% of Aspial Lifestyle. That stake alone is worth roughly 157 million Singapore dollars, but the entire Aspial Corporation is trading at a market cap of just 131 million. In other words, you're getting the parent company's entire stake in Aspial Lifestyle at a discount, plus all its other assets, including a real estate segment that's currently valued negatively by the market. If you're a value investor, this kind of mismatch should make your ears perk up. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Aspial Corporation's recent financial performance. The company had a rough patch in 2022 and 2023, with significant losses driven by high interest rates and foreign exchange losses in their Australian and Malaysian real estate holdings. But the tide seems to be turning. For 2024, Aspial Corporation reported sales of $678 million, up from $600 million the year before. Net income swung back into the black at $545 million, compared to a loss of $23.5 million previously. Earnings per share came in at 0.25 cents, and they're planning a dividend of 0.003 cents per share, which translates to a yield of about 5%. Not bad for a small cap. Let's pause and ask, why is the market still so negative on Aspial Corporation's real estate segment? If you look at recent trends, private offers to delist REITs like Paragon and Fraser's Hospitality Trust have come at premiums to market prices. The real estate sector as a whole seems undervalued, especially with Singapore's property market showing resilience and even a resurgence in luxury real estate after recent cooling measures. The government is also pushing for sustainability and innovation in property development, which could unlock more value in the years ahead. So, the negative valuation on Aspial Corporation's real estate assets might be too pessimistic. Now, I know what you're thinking. What about the risks? Both companies face challenges. For Aspial Lifestyle, the reliance on debt is a double-edged sword. Their debt-to-equity ratio is high at 3.24, which boosts returns but also raises financial risk, especially if interest rates stay elevated. For Aspial Corporation, the main risks are continued volatility in the real estate segment, exposure to foreign currency swings, and the possibility that high interest rates could persist longer than expected. But here's a key point. If interest rates start to ease, as many analysts predict for 2025, small caps like Aspial Corporation could benefit disproportionately. Lower financing costs would relieve pressure on their balance sheet and could spark a re-rating of the stock. Let's bring it back to the Singaporean investor's perspective. How do these stocks fit into your CPF or SRS investment strategy? Both Aspial Lifestyle and Aspial Corporation are listed on SGX and eligible for CPFIS and SRS investments, which means you can use your retirement savings to buy into them. Given the historical dividend yield of about 4.5% for Aspial Corporation, this could be a useful income-generating stock for your CPF or SRS portfolio, especially if you're looking to diversify beyond the usual blue chips. And with CPF changes in 2025, increasing contribution rates for senior workers, there's even more reason to make your CPF work harder for you. So, do I agree with the analyst's buy rating on Aspial Corporation over Aspial Lifestyle? I do, with some caveats. The valuation gap is real and the recent return to profitability and dividend payments is encouraging. But you have to be comfortable with the risks. The real estate turnaround is not guaranteed, and the company's financial leverage means it's not for the faint of heart. If you're a conservative investor, you might prefer Aspial Lifestyle for its more stable retail and pawn business. But if you're looking for deep value and are willing to ride out some volatility, Aspial Corporation offers a compelling risk-reward profile. Let's not forget the macro picture. Singapore's economic outlook for 2025 is positive, with projected growth of about 2.8% and inflation expected to moderate. The luxury goods market, including jewelry, is booming, driven by rising wealth and a new generation of affluent consumers. Pawnbroking, too, remains resilient, with Singapore's pawn loans hitting all-time highs and Malaysia's industry growing at double-digit rates. All these trends support the core businesses of both Aspial Lifestyle and Aspio Corporation. Before I wrap up, let me share a quick personal insight. I've seen too many investors chase the hottest small cap without looking at the parent company that quietly holds the real value. Sometimes the best opportunities are hiding in plain sight right in the holding company's balance sheet. That's why I always dig deeper, and why our premium members get access to my full model portfolios, sector watch lists, and daily updates on market-moving news. If you're finding this in-depth analysis valuable, imagine the level of detail you'll get with our daily premium content. For just $1 a month, you can become a member and unlock exclusive insights, deeper dives, and more to help you navigate the Singaporean investment landscape. Don't miss out on this opportunity to level up your investing journey. The link to join is in the description below. So, to sum up, Aspial Lifestyle is a strong business with great growth prospects in pawn and jewelry retail, especially as gold remains a safe haven. But Aspial Corporation, at its current valuation, gives you exposure to all of that plus a potential real estate recovery at a discount. The risks are real, but so are the rewards if the company continues its turnaround. For CPF and SRS investors, both stocks offer unique ways to diversify and grow your retirement nest egg. As always, do your own due diligence, stay informed, and invest wisely. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and consider joining as a member for even more premium content. Until next time, this is Iggy from the Investing Iguana, helping you grow your wealth one smart decision at a time.